What's the idea? Get upstairs.
But there's no upstairs. Folks, how are you? Welcome to the show. Filthy Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Anyways, live lineup. There it is. Don't miss this. You can get Steven Crowder, Tim Pool, Andrew Wilson, he leads into my show, sends me a bunch of his guys. Thank you very much. And all the other shows that you saw scroll by from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Rumble. Today I'll be talking about spatulas, plastic hips, and fake titties. Who's with me? Hey. No, I'll be talking about, the country riddled with terrorists, because Jerk-Off Joe or whoever was running the show let them all in intentionally, yet you people still, not you people, there's still people in this country that vote Democrat. Some of the douchebags in the Democrat Party want to impeach Trump for being the greatest president ever, I guess. That's their only solution. It's embarrassing what he's doing to you. He's fucking leaving tread marks on your face. But guess what? Even some of the Dems said, we're not doing that. So they're split, which is nice. And they have a new idea to where to put these illegals when we catch them. And they call it Alligator Alcatraz. So that'll be interesting. And pretty soon, New York City, you can enjoy Sharia law and no-go zones. We'll talk about that primary for mayor. Just when you thought New York could get any further left, and you know my theory already, I don't even believe those I believe there's a bigger, I'll get to it. Who gives a shit? Red Sox lost. Good night, everybody. Okay, fucking. Crochet, the best pitcher with the worst name in baseball. He is. He's leads the league in strikeouts. His ERA was 2.20 going into last night, and he throws 7 innings of shutout ball, 3-hit shutout ball, 10 or 11 strikeouts to add to his league-leading strikeout. I mean, he's done this every time for us. And it's 1-0 going into like the 8th inning, and we blow it. Give up a run. Our bullpen comes in. They give up a run. They tie it. I'm like, that's it. We're fucked. We're not going to win this. And then I think we got a run. We did. We got one in the top of the 10th. We give up a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 10th. Dropped our 4th in a row. I know you guys, again, whatever. I'm just saying. They're so young. It doesn't really bother. They lead the league in losing 1-run games by a mile. And I'm just saying that's sort of a symptom of a very young team because they make mistakes, mental mistakes that cost them later on in the game. But they're going to be, trust me, folks, quote me on this, they are going to be scary the next couple of years. These fucking young kids, this Marcelo Mayer, he's got this swagger about him. He just walks around like he's bored with the game. He looks like a baseball player. Roman Anthony, who's only hitting 120-something, but they're not saying how he's already walked I don't know how many times because he's got a great eye, and he's lined balls. Last night he lined one a shortstop, or one hop. It was I don't know what it was off the bat. He hits the ball right at people 1,000 miles an hour. He's going to be frightening. He's 21 years old. And then you got, anyways, let's talk about the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, there's a fine organization. I'm just saying. As Tony Soprano said, life's just a series of distractions till you die. He goes, you eat some food, you go to Italy, you lift some weights. How good. You know what's scary about that quote is he died in Italy. I almost cried when I heard that. I was at Caroline's in the green room waiting to go on. Something about Caroline's. I was there when somebody told me Bill Hicks was dying too. Right before TV taping, the girl Jocelyn, I remember the man that comes up and whispers in my ear, I'm waiting to go on TV. Bill Hicks just died. Thank you. There's Nick DiPaolo.
So don't do that location anymore?
Well, I don't know. Rosie O'Donnell, maybe I'll work with her there. Have her open for me. Why does her face keep popping up on the feed? And she's getting uglier with each pound loss. She looks like an Irish cop from the 60s in Boston now. Fucking veiny nose, shitty glasses. What a depressing... She makes Lori Lightfoot like a ray of sunshine. Those two ought to get a room and create a rain cloud. Fucking... God, are they horrendously depressing. Oh, my aching stem. So anyways, Trump flew to some NATO thing. This guy is a... Can you imagine at one point the Dems are trying to say he wasn't fit to be president? You're right. He was fit to be Superman. I'm hoping this holds this ceasefire thing. Somebody... It said in the headline yesterday, Trump nominated Nobel Prize, but it was like one senator from Georgia who put his name in. Is that how it works? Fucking nominate me.
Let's do it.
Huh?
Let's put his name in.
Who, Trump's name?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, we could do that, but we're not senators. We don't put much weight up there. I could talk to his son, Don. Don, I got a producer. He's a military guy. He wants to nominate your dad. Best ever. I don't know. I thought I had something else before I get going here. Maybe I'm just procrastinating. You guys melting out there in the sun? Hate to bring up the weather, but I saw this clip. I was going to put it on the show. Then I said, fuck it. Was it Missouri? Roads were buckling yesterday from the heat. I don't know why I didn't. That's the clip I left on my phone. Fucking roads were buckling from the heat, and they're showing cars coming down this, not a highway, but like an access road at about 45, 50. Yeah, airborne. One of them went airborne. I guess you can't really see it. You can't see the rise in the road from the heat. Damn. And then cars in China. Did we put that up the other day when they were getting that bubble? They look pregnant, the cars. There's a vinyl wrap that they put around the cars to protect like the paint. I don't mean like a boat tarp that you throw over. I'm talking, it's like just above the, you can't see it. And it bubbles up from the heat. I mean like a big bubble where you couldn't see out of the windshield. A bunch of pregnant cars up. Only in Chingfla. Okay, let's get to it. Thanks to Biden, terrorists be hiding. That's right. That was right from James Joyce's cousin, Louis Joyce. Immigration agents collared 11 scummy, dirty, filthy, illegal Iranian migrants. There they are. I can smell them through the screen. Yeah. Each and every one of them. Look at them. The guy in the middle at the bottom row doesn't belong there. He looks like every kid that opens for me in Milwaukee. The rest of them, I can smell hummus on their breath. Immigration agents called 11 douchebag migrants, Iranians, including suspected terrorists. And again, there's no Dems watching this show, but we can thank you for that. Over the weekend, in 8 states, as the Border Patrol warned of possible sleeper cells in the United States. We know that. And again, we were saying this way before Mr. Trump put an end to the horse shit over there. The Dems are already trying to pin it on him, you know. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Could you just call it ICE in the article, you suckbags? Nabbed former Islamic Revolutionary Guard and once in a while he filled in at tackle and center. Mehran Makari, he's a good one. The Raiders had him for a while. Came out of Texas Tech. He was overstayed his visa. Look at this guy. If you were going to draw a fucking terrorist from the Middle East, look at him. Anyways, yeah, he was a former member of the Revolutionary Guard Corps. That's their fucking highest echelon, right? That's Mehran Makari Sa'il, who has admitted, quote unquote, in connections to the Iran-backed terrorist group Hezbollah. People say Hezbollah. The real people say Hezbollah. I say dirty, filthy, dirty people, according to CBS News. So it must be true. So, anyways, when they called him, he said this. See, that didn't help. They said you have a right to remain silent, and he went. And they said, get in the car, fuckface. He was busted near St. Paul, Minnesota. Where else? Exactly. It's like little Mogadishu over there. Yeah. Where else you gonna hide out? Minnesota. They welcome you there. That Ellison guy. Remember the black guy Ellison? I don't know what he is. He used to be governor or whatever. He's a Muslim. He got sworn in as senator or congressman on the Koran. So enjoy Minnesota. Go to there won't be anything blowing up at the Mall of America. Youssef, then you get Youssef Heredano over here. He actually fixed a sink in my house about a year ago. I don't fucking look at this thug whose name appears on the terrorist watch list. He was arrested by ICE outside of Jackson, Mississippi. What The hell? Wait a minute. That's what's creepy. That's how you know. That's how you know they're up to something. Because if you came over here just wanting to live here, are you going to pick Jackson, Mississippi? Well, Nick, you don't know that it's not nice. Yeah, I do. It's in Mississippi. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's beautiful parts, but you don't go there if you're Iranian. Well, I like crawfish. Get the fuck out of here. Feds discovered that Meherindo lied on a visa application after he had already been living in the country illegally for 8 years. So he came in, probably under Trump or even before that. ICE agents also arrested Ribvar Karmi. Now this guy, utility shortstop for the Mets a couple of years ago. Look at this guy. This is the last face. This is the last thing the guys at Cantor Fitzgerald saw out the window. It's a 911 joke. If you didn't get it, go shit your hat. Anyways, that's, Ribvar Karmi in he's in northern Alabama. You know, all the places that have all the cities that are Jackson, Mississippi, northern Alabama that have an up-and-coming Middle Eastern.
Right. Well, northern Alabama also has Redstone Arsenal, which is a pretty
What's that?
It's a pretty significant helicopter training facility and trains pilots. There's also a big NASA presence up there in Huntsville.
Well, I know that. Right across from the comedy club, that rocket. I took a picture of it and they arrested me. In northern Alabama. Oh, there you go. But come on. We busted them with Cropper planes. They think they're going to pull that shit? They will. That's interesting. Good point. And found he was carrying an Iranian army ID card that revealed he was a sniper between 2018 and 2021. So let me remind you again, you assholes that protest Trump every weekend and all that shit about ICE. Okay? What you're doing is saying these people are fine. That's basically tantamount to what you're doing. May they hit your family and not mine. Oh, Nick, don't say that. Oh, suck it. Karmi, nice name, entered the U.S. in October 2024 on a K-1 visa for immigrants who are engaged to American citizens. He married a midget woman out of Tennessee, Flotits Magoo. 5 of the 11 Iranians swept up by ICE had previous criminal convictions. Are you listening out there, anybody? That included grand larceny and drug and firearm possession. Yeah, but they're just picking oranges and working at Home Depot. Well, those would be the Latinos. I know, but they're all mixed in. And I don't have a problem with scooping up the low-hanging fruit either. You either believe, I love people go, they said they were going to go after the worst of the worst. You grab anybody here illegally, whether it's the Home Depot or the fucking guy serving you a Dairy Queen. Under Secretary Noem, seen here in my bedroom, yes. She wants to be a movie star. That's what she wants. I want to, I'm a fan because I know it, but I don't know. I'd rather see an ugly guy like Holman. This is like Charlie Angel shit. Girls, head to the Home Depot in Sacramento. Undersecretary Noem laid Nick DiPaolo with a smile on his face. Good night, everybody. DHS has identified and arrested known or suspected terrorists and violent extremists that illegally entered this country, came in through President Joe Biden's fraudulent parole programs or otherwise. That's what Ms. Noem said on a post on X. She said, we have been saying we are getting the worst of the worst out, and we are. We don't wait until a military operation to execute. We proactively, like my body spray, deliver on President Trump's mandate to secure the homeland, she said. Under the Biden administration, more than 700 greasy, smelly Iranian migrants crossed the border illegally, were released into the United States like wild bunnies into the forest. Look at shithead there. Look at him.
What are we doing? What's going on right now?
I'll tell you what's going on, you fuckface. Look at him. I can't wait to fucking hear he passed away, and not peacefully. I hope they go. We went in his room and there was shit and blood all over the ceiling. And shit was tipped over. Empty Ensure bottles. He had shit all over the rug. False teeth. That's what I want to hear. Not peacefully. Nick, don't say that. Oh, suck it. Over the past 4 years, thousands of Iranian nationals have been documented entering the United States illegally, and countless more were likely in the known and unknown gotaways. Thank you, Mr. Biden. And again, I'm blaming you, Joe, but, we know you didn't even know. They put Joe in his pajamas at 4:30, turned on fucking, MacGyver reruns, and he diddled himself. And when's Matlock coming on? I like Matlock. How about murder she shit? Just a... So remember that, folks, and I'll keep saying that because something bad is going to happen. I hope you're not there. I hope I'm not there. I hope my friends and family's out there. But that is a good sign. Let's give some props to ICE for yanking out those 12 or 15, whatever they were. And people are forgetting about that. We're all focused on Iran and Israel and Trump's what they call multitasking. I hope it holds the peace thing. You can't trust either of them, especially Iran. Would you be surprised if tomorrow they... And now you got people out there going, there were a bunch of trucks out there before we dropped the munitions on there were a bunch of trucks that we think they took the uranium away.
Again, it's not about the uranium.
It has to be. It's about the plants that enrich the uranium. It's like going, you can't make a smoothie without a blender. What? I don't know. All the blenders. Yeah, we blew up all the blenders. You got plenty of fruit and shit and milk for you homos who drink smoothies. I actually do. I make milkshake. I don't know if mine are very healthy. I like 2 bananas and a pint of heavy cream and a little vodka and a shitload of ice. Yeah, then I lay in a hammock, pretend I'm in Aruba, and I wake up and I see my neighbor hanging her dirty laundry. That's no good. I tell us fucking guys. Anyways, I mentioned earlier the Democrats, 79 of them want to impeach Trump, which is hilarious. Can we, I want to hear people on TV that are on our side go, folks, I want them to be very deliberate with the people they talk to at home and go, think about this. This guy is throwing out dangerous people out of a country. He just brokered a peace deal that nobody could even come close to. And these guys want to impeach him. And you fuckface, not you people, my fans, but the fucking idiots. Can you imagine they know all that and go, I'm with a Democrat? I can't for the life of me. And then there's another part of me that goes, maybe it's all MK Ultra shit. All of it. Just go watch baseball and do what you do. Mind your business. You gotta make a living. My Coke business is drying up. The kids don't do it anymore. And I can't find fentanyl. Oh, come on, kids. Impeach this is the headline. Most House Democrats, listen to this, joined with Republicans. That's how good Trump is. On Tuesday, to quash, and they didn't join the Republicans because they love Trump, because it would look horrible. The 79 don't give a shit because they're retarded, but it looks horrible to try to impeach maybe the most popular president ever right now. Trump is for what we're for. So if you're against Trump, you're against what the people are for. And they don't give a fuck, the 79. They don't like you. Well, the Republicans on Tuesday quash an effort to impeach President Donald Trump over his weekend Iran strikes. They're upset about that. What are you trying to do? You're trying to get rid of a country that chants death to America and has killed hundreds or thousands of American soldiers over the last 40 years? How dare you? That's basically what they're saying. Fucking eat a bag of donuts, man. Oh, clean up your language. All right, shit. Rep. Al Green put down his trumpet and his fucking sax for a few minutes. Look at this ass. Look at the Democrat Party. It looks like a lineup in a prison. Look at this schmuck. Nobody voted for this bearded hag. Rep. Al Green's impeachment resolution was tabled. You know what that means? They put it on the table and Trump took a big dump on it and kicked it right in their face. On a 344 to 79 vote. Boy, you guys, Democrat, you're getting your asses handed to you no matter where, except for New York, but that's not United States. Neither is California. With 128 Democrats joining all 216 Republicans to kill the measure. Good luck with that, boys and girls. Can you imagine? I mean, Those include House Democrat leaders who have been wary of pursuing new impeachments after 2 prior Trump impeachments failed during his first term. He wasn't even as popular as he is now. You guys, you're the worst at politics. You really should do something else. You know what I mean? Work at a hardware store and you can bring rope home and hang yourself. Swallow a bucket of penny nails. Do your kids a favor. Anyway, still dozens of Democrats voted to keep Green's resolution alive. He looks like a jazz singer, doesn't he, from New Orleans? And there is an Al Green who was a great R&B. Wasn't that his name? Al Green? No, I know, but you don't listen to classical either, do you? I know you do. I don't, and I know who Beethoven is. That's my fucking point. No, Al Green's he's got that deep voice. And anyways, fun note about Al Green. You'll learn shit from me. He had a messy marriage. And him and his wife got in a fight one night. You know what she did? He's in the shower. She comes upstairs with a thing of hot oil and throws it on him. God, I hope I have my black singers right on that story. Somebody's going to call in. No, that was Michael Jackson. What? Green introduced the measure lambasting Trump for striking Iran without congressional approval Tuesday. Guys, you know how many times we've heard this? The last 8 wars, we have this discussion every time. You got to go to Congress first. Nobody does. Whether it's they didn't say it when Obama bombed the shit out of whoever he did. I can't remember. Libya. Thank you. Nobody said that. They did it with Clinton when he fired remember he fired an M80, threw an M80 into right? It burned a camel's ass in a tent somewhere. Nobody said that. But this time, Trump actually, we are under imminent threat. Oh, invasion's all right. So it's a friggin' joke. This is the guy, by the way, remember during Trump's state, whatever. Yeah. He got up with his cane like Barnabas Collins. Iran without congressional approval Tuesday and used fast-track process to force a quick vote. GOP leaders moved first with a motion to table. Some Democrats, most prominently New York Rep. AOC, look at those choppers. Somebody throw her a sugar cube and put her out in the paddle. What do you call the padded? Hello, I'm Mr. Egg. I can't believe, I got to give myself some credit here, because I was saying during Trump's first thing, I go, we're all laughing at AOC and shit, but the Democrats seem to be following her what she wants. And that guy that won the primaries for mayor in New York City yesterday, he's all about what she's all about. And I was talking to Colin Quinn on the phone, who knows demographics like nobody's business, especially New York. And he made such a good point that, the people that voted for Trump in New York, those were immigrants and blue-collar people. It's Brooklyn, where all the young leftist chooches are that voted for him, Some Democrats, most prominently New York AOC, called for Trump's impeachment in the aftermath of the strike, though there's little appetite in the rest of the caucus for impeachment. Michigan Rep. Sri Tandir, oh God, seen here with Helen Reddy's haircut. What is that? What a weird little half-woman man. He's got the haircut like every one of my mother's friends had when I was like 18. Look at that smiling goo gobbler. He's got the flag behind him like even... I don't want to... What happened to Adam? Names like John Adams and Washington and Lincoln. Now it's Sri Tandir. It's delicious. Have you had it? He yanked the prior impeachment measure he sponsored last month before it even came up for a vote after facing fierce blowback in the caucus. Nothing hurts worse than blowback in the caucus. He was smart enough to yank it. He saw so much. That's what the internet's for. You put a stupid idea out there. I mean, I told you they poo-pooed a little girl who heard her mother for the first time. She was deaf. Still one of my favorite bits. That's when you could do the thumbs down thing. I don't know. Dallas, it's already June what?
Oh, Jesus. Don't remind me. It's June, my God.
25th.
25th.
What you and I were just going, can you believe it's May? Honest to God, I'm not afraid of anything but how fast time goes. And most days I don't care about dying. Sometimes I relish in it. But other days, like Bobby Sherman just died. Now, you guys who are young probably have no idea. Dallas has no idea. He was a teen idol in the 70s. My sister Donna and my sister Darlene had posters of him all over the place. He was in his 80s, just died like yesterday, whatever. Super famous. But you know what he did? He became like a LAPD cop. A voluntary, no pay. And then he was a paramedic or all this shit for like nothing. He was just a great like guy who I used to make fun of. You know, my sisters liked him. Like, my sister goes, in fourth grade, you're saying and I said, yeah, you No. Once in a while. I had a filthy mouth even then. Blame it on my dad. That's not true either. Yeah, so who else just, all the people that I sort of looked up to, these athletes are dying now. Who the fuck else? There's been a lot of famous ones lately. Oh, Michael Jackson. That was a couple weeks ago. Who else? I'm forgetting. I know. But my point, they're coaches and shit too, that the Sparky Andersons of the world, all these people that, and it doesn't seem that long ago that I idolized, they're all going. So I told my sister, because I sent it, the Bobby Sherman thing, just in case she was having a good day, I wanted to ruin it. And then I put underneath, you know what that means? We're on deck. That's how I feel about death. My mother's 88, my dad's been gone for a while. We're on deck. I want a pinch hitter. Please. Let's move on, Dallas. I'm talking in circles. Before we move on, though, I should do this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be touring, and again, I say this with happiness now because, this one, oh shit, this one ain't that far away. July 12th, Hyenas in Dallas. I still don't even know which Hyenas Dallas is because there's two of them. I've played both of them, and I'm not sure which one. I'm honest to God. I don't know if it's the one that's up the stairs, like kind of in a strip mall. Or, I don't know. Anyways, July 12th, Hyenas in Dallas. Next night, the 13th, I'll be in Houston. I have to hitchhike there. What kind of gig is this? I'm playing a place called The Secret Group. What's it, Eyes Wide Shut?
Don't drink anything.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'll be like that CIA guy. They threw out the window. Only problem, the hotels I stay at, they throw me out the window. It's about 4-foot drop. We're going to try to kill him. Yeah, but he's on the second floor of La Quinta Inn. July 13th, Secret Group, Houston, Texas. Then, August 8th through 9th, I'll drive to this one, I think. Side Splitters in Tampa, Florida, which it's just, I haven't been there in a while. And that's when I used to hit twice a year. And just a good comedy club. Everybody's been through there. Next, September 19th through 20th, might be my favorite city. I killed so hard. Standing ovation. Wise Guy, Salt Lake City. Tremendous white town. What? I mean, October 3rd, Arlington Draft House, Arlington, Virginia. We're trying to tag that. Oh, then October 16th, Zanies in Nashville. We're trying to tack one on to after the Draft House. Tommy's looking for another in the, someplace that's not that far away. So Zanies in Nashville, October 16th. So what am I fucking... Nick, come up with something. I don't know, the black guy, the hottest working guy in show business. What's his name? Come on, Dallas. This one used to... James Brown. What the fuck was I thinking? Dallas goes, Nat King Cole. No, he didn't smack his wife. Go to nickdip.com if you'd like to support the show. By the way, yesterday's show, 90,000 views. Not even 24 hours old. Thank you very much. This thing's working. Go to nickdip.com. There's plenty of product there. Cannabis hats. I don't know what that means. Hemp T-shirts. Crocs made of dog shit and cheese. And crucifixes. The Nick DiPaolo. No, go ahead. nickdip.com. I'm not a good peddler.
Hi. Good night, everybody.